welcome all of you to the Matilda Joslyn Gage Center today. I am currently the interim executive director of the foundation, while Dr. Danielle Nagel is enjoying time with her newborn son Avery and her husband. And I know we all wish them the best, so let's give them a round of applause. We miss you, Danielle. I hope you've all taken some time to look at our new exhibit over here by artist Lynette Charters. It's called the Matilda Effect series. The work of this wonderful artist focuses on the phenomenon known as the Matilda Effect. The Matilda Effect is a term coined by Margaret Rossiter of Cornell University to describe the systematic under-recognition and marginalization of women's contribution to science, often with their work being attributed to male colleagues. Of course, this phenomenon goes well beyond just the sciences, as we can see examples of this in every aspect of our society: art, music, dance, history, math, and so on. However, this phenomenon was first described by Matilda Joslyn Gage in her essay, Woman as Inventor, for sale in our gift shop. It is poignant that the same erasure has happened to Matilda as well. Her radical ideas saw her written out of the historical record so thoroughly that we have a book right here in the museum that celebrates 100 years of women's rights and yet never mentions Matilda at all. Okay, truth time. Who knew about Matilda Joslyn Gage before coming to the event today? Raise your hand. Almost everybody. And those of you who didn't know about Matilda, I hope you feel like you know about Matilda now. That response is great. And I bet that part of the reason that every one of you have heard about Matilda was because of our very first recipient of the Matilda Effect Award, Barbara S. Rivette. Before the Matilda Joslyn Gage Foundation was here to tell Matilda's story, Barbara S. Rivette was on the spot. A graduate of Syracuse University, Barbara majored in political science and journalism. In 1967, Barbara became the Manlius town historian, researching this area and the people who made Manlius, Fayetteville, and Minoa so special. During this time, she was excited to discover that an important and forgotten suffragist, Matilda Joslyn Gage, lived right here in her own backyard. In 1970, Barbara researched and published her booklet entitled Fayetteville's First Woman Voter. This was for the League of Women Voters. This was the first published history of Matilda Joslyn Gage. Barbara has kindly offered copies to everyone in attendance here today. They're over on the mantelpiece there, and I hope that you all take advantage of this. It's not only educational, but entertaining, and I think you'll enjoy. It is a short read, but just packed with information. In 1982, Barbara developed a program entitled The Ferment of Reform for the Onondaga Historical Association that spoke about the momentum of the abolitionist movement carrying over into the suffragist movement. Of course, Syracuse was right at the heart of both of those movements, and Matilda was active in both. Barbara also spent decades reporting on local events and historical pieces in the Eagle Bulletin. For keeping our history alive and bringing us the stories of Matilda and many others, we thank her. I've been told that Barbara has quite enough plaques and trophies, but that flowers would be a welcome tribute to her work and our thanks. So the orchids over in the corner will be going to Barbara, and there's a note with our love and thanks for everything that she's done. And since she couldn't be here with us today, I'd like to invite Barbara's daughter, Barbara Ellen, up to accept the flowers from her mom. And she has some words that she's brought to us.
From my mom, of course. No, my mother. mother was always very good at editing everything down. So that was what she wanted. She wanted the facts to be known. She wanted them to be known to everyone that she could reach, and she did that through her publications, through her research, and she wanted to spread information more than anything, and she wanted information about local events and people and their impact on the national scene. And that is one of her stories about Matilda. And so I will let her, in her book brochure, I will let her tell that story. But she was very, very, very interested in the founding and growth of the place that we are in today. So she is very happy to accept the award. She just isn't here with us at this moment to do it. Believe me, she'll get the flowers this afternoon. She'll be there. So I thank you very much, and she thanks
you. Now I hope you've all had a chance to look at the wonderful array of auction items. I'd like to thank our sponsors and donors who made this possible. We really couldn't do what we do here at the Gage Center without every one of you. And everyone who couldn't be with us today, we still thank you as well. Now is the time to keep your eye on your favorite auction item, because the auction will be ending at 2:30. It's 2:08 now. Also, some more good news, I will be cutting the birthday cake, so everyone can have a slice of cake as we wait for the auction to end. And from a personal note, I would like to thank my family and the board of directors and all of our wonderful volunteers who have supported me in making this event happen. Thank you to everybody who came. It means so much to see all of these happy faces in this house. The house feels alive again. It's very exciting. And I hope that you will all join our newsletter, follow our social media, and get involved. I'd love to see you all back again. Thank you.